Miss Nature, yeah, we came up. We are here to stay, yeah. We are here to stay, yeah. We're beauty Miss Nature, yeah, we came up. We are here to stay, yeah. We are here to stay, yeah. We're beauty Miss Nature, yeah, we came up. We are here to stay.
What's good, everybody? Dego from Makwele, and welcome to the Aesthetic Views Magazine podcast.
Yes, what's up, boys and girls? Nagana Witmelo Masabela, aka Melo, and a whole other bunch of AKAs. Let's go.
Yo, what's good? Sharp boy, Jay-Z. It's been a long time. I'm back.
And as you can see, guys, today we're not alone. We have a guest. I'm gonna give this guest time to introduce himself or tell us a bit about himself. Or again, man, Udirani. For why is he sitting next to me? We'll find out together. How are you, my brother?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Can you just kindly introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hi guys. I am Zilla, Africa. I am a radio presenter. I am a student. I am an MC. I do a whole lot of things, man. Like, I don't know. I thought you guys were going to ask me direct questions. So, Mara, we will find out. But, like, I do a whole lot of things. But generally, I am just an entertainer trying to, like, make it to the big screen. Yeah. Or the big, like, mics or stuff like that.
Do you or you use your voice more?
Yo, it's my voice mostly. It's my voice. Sometimes it's my face and voice. Sometimes it's like my body.
Is it like dancing?
No, I don't dance. I can't dance. Not that I don't. I wish I could.
Okay.
I wish I could because, like, you know, the most painful thing that's happening right now in South Africa is that, like, everybody can dance.
Even me.
Except me.
Challenges.
Everybody can do a challenge, except me. Now I can't dance. You know, and I have nieces and nephews out there that can, like, really do the things. But, like, every time they do the things, I just
watching or
I'm envious and shit.
Nah, that's it, man.
So can you, like, give us a brief background about who you are, like, honestly, what you're starting, since you said already, mostly you're the voice. So we want to know, what is this voice you're talking about?
I'm a radio presenter. Like I said in the beginning, I work at Radio Turf, or I am a volunteer at Radio Turf.
Okay. Interesting.
I also do events. I MC professional events, and anything you want me to MC, I am there. And somebody said I should go into motivational speaking.
I mean, from your voice, I am convinced.
Then I should do it.
Maybe you can write a couple of books as well.
Yes.
You know, write a couple of books.
You know what? Since you're saying it like that, I might think about it. But I'll wait for the third person to tell me that.
Okay, you must go into
What? Writing?
Writing and motivational speaking.
I'll wait for the third person to tell me.
The third person.
How long is
I am the third person. You must go to 1, 2, 3.
Okay, guys, now the thing about motivational speaking is that I don't also like motivational speakers.
You know what you should do? I guess but like, since you don't like motivational speakers, but we should venture into it. You should find a more of, like, an interesting way of doing it. You like, if you notice, maybe you hate just sitting around. Maybe you should find an activity that you could do to motivate people.
Bro, one thing that I can tell you, that the person who told me that I should be a motivational speaker is someone who I was telling the truth. And this person was like, yo, man, you need to go out there and tell people all these things. But, like, people don't want to hear the truth. As much as, like, we can do that, tell people the truth, not everybody appreciates it. You understand? That's why, like, some of us believe what we see instead of what we hear, or, like, we believe what we hear instead of what we see. Because the truth is too much.
Speaking of, go, how long has it been kamo radio? And then you're like, cause ore batho abanye go utlwa di net. Does this mean ore content ye wena we publisher or the content that you do mo radio agi man like give yang le hona like yeah.
The content on radio, bro, like is regulated. You must understand that.
Yeah,
ne?
yeah.
So even if I want to tell my truth, it still
You
has
can't
to
because
go
of
according to certain
regulations.
board guidelines.
Okay.
You understand? So I'm at a point where I have a producer, guys, as much as we all do. I get we all know that. So they regulate my production that way.
Yes.
But like the truth will always be something that we all try to push out there.
Yes.
It doesn't matter the regulations, it doesn't matter what goes on. The truth is something that we're trying to push, especially if you work in a medium such as radio.
Okay.
Because it's one of those media spaces where vulnerable people are. People who are old, people in the rural areas, they listen to the radio. So they don't have the TV, they don't have your social media, so they get their information from the radio. So it needs to be like proper.
So, Mara, don't you think that you've said about the regulations and whatnot, but don't you think that they're limiting you from telling the truth to the public as well? Because as much as you're radio presenting, as much as you're giving information back to the community and whatnot, but you also stated that you want to talk there, you're like, you want to speak facts, you want to speak the truth, and people must hear the truth. But with this regulation, bodies inside the radio, do you think they're limiting you from saying such things?
Yo man, life needs limitations, life needs limitations. Not those big ones. Like all restrain us so that you don't have your freedom. But like certain limitations are needed.
Just to bring you back.
I'm gonna give you an example about something that happened on Monday. Is it? I think it's Monday or Tuesday somewhere. Kawahaman's Kral about the guy who got fired because somebody came and said things about him.
Really?
Yeah. There's a guy like I got a job at a certain furniture store. And then you are from my hood. You come to my workplace. You tell my boss that I'm
about
involved
you.
in certain acts that are like malicious. And then tomorrow my boss comes in and gives me a letter of dismissal.
Nah, but
Yo.
Without any further research, nothing.
And
It's unfair.
So now the story that I'm trying to tell you is how people responded after knowing the truth about what is happening in that shop.
goes back to
The
limitations.
community stood up in arms and went and attacked. Like I won't say attacked, but like they wanted like her head, the manager.
Confronted.
They wanted to like, yo man, why would you do such a
such a
thing?
thing.
You understand? But like, if ever this thing was like dealt with in proper channels, the guy just went to CCMA, laid his case down. It would have been handled properly. That's the restrictions that like I needed. Now he took it to social media.
Now that's another
That's
thing.
a big
And
one.
to like Bragonisto's page, and you know everybody's there. Everybody's there. And then like somebody said due to unemployment, everybody was at home.
Because people were commenting within 5 minutes of the post.
Everybody was at home and everybody was mobilized. Like there was it was a huge crowd. Like you'd think there was an event happening there because like everybody was there to like why is this thing happening? Because the information was not regulated in a way that like now they can understand. Okay, maybe he got fired because he did something wrong. Now he went to social media and laid out everything that happened.
So like kunto man, go get to understand or go radio when we run like maybe sports talk, like sports show, daily news, daily tamuguzi, whatever.
You know, bro. You know what? The thing about like being on community radio is that you can do everything. So I haven't found something that I can say I specialize in. I can say that I'm a sports anchor. I'm a news reader. Well, like news reading, yes. There are certain people that are doing that. It's just not my thing. But like, if ever an opportunity comes and says that like the bag is here and then come and read the news. It's unbonani makhaya.
So I don't know if you were reading the news or you were just reading your script, but
I was like, maybe it was like me giving out like tips and everything because I host a a love show.
Yeah.
I host a love show. We give advice when it comes to relationships. We give advice when it comes to marriages. You know, just yesterday we were talking about divorce and how things happen during divorces.
So, have you always wanted to be in radio, or is it just like one of those backup plans, or what?
You know, guys, I don't really have a backup plan. I'm just gonna be honest right now. My thing is that I want to be in the media space, and I don't have any backup plan. So I'm gonna fight for this thing until I get it. Everything else can wait. Yeah, everything else can wait. I'm gonna fight for what I want. I've always wanted to be on radio ever since I was 12.
So you're that passionate about radio?
Yeah, radio, it's my thing. I don't think that I would be happy doing any other thing besides what I'm doing right now.
Radio above all things, huh?
I mean, you know,
Okay, mara bo ke bone o ka re ona le so come on or you know like no dlala PlayStation, FIFA or whatever, but I thought to remake ha bolela so you would say or
soccer was my thing.
Radio, maybe I would go into soccer.
I played soccer at some point, but I was not really that good. You understand?
Yeah.
But there's also cricket.
No.
If ever I was to be a sporty person.
Yeah.
It would have been cricket. Yeah, I would have been a young Makayantini there.
Yeah.
I would have been where Kagiso Rabada is right now. Yeah.
Hashim Amla.
Nah. Hashim Amla is old. I think I'm the same age as Kagiso Rabada. So that's what I'm saying, that I would be where he is if ever I was to be a sporty person. Cricket, and just for leisure, another sport that I like is tennis.
You're a different breed, man. I thought maybe you'll mention basketball or something.
Nah, no, I love soccer. Guys, wait. I love soccer. I love soccer. It's just that soccer, it's our thing as black people in South Africa. So we all love it. It's what it's the sport that we all love. Again, but once you get exposed, you understand. There are other elements that we have to think about. Again, you get exposed. Now you start seeing people playing tennis. You're like, okay, that's an interesting sport, and it's an individual sport. Maybe you hate being in a team.
Yeah.
You understand?
Because in primary, there was a bargain soccer team, cricket. Mini cricket sponsored by KC.
Yeah, that one KC.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mini cricket.
You know, when I got these sports. But man, it's either cricket or tennis.
Cricket is nice, fair.
Cricket is one of those sports. You can be an individual brilliant person there, but still do it for the team.
Yes.
You understand? Because sometimes with soccer, even right now, we all know that Messi is losing his greatness.
Yeah.
Because he's playing in the MLS with basic players.
Now I feel lost. I don't know anything about
It's still cool.
Now we can talk about anything you want. Let's talk about Rihanna now. She's pregnant. Again.
Yes, sir.
But let's focus apparently more for Zilla, guys. But
Let's talk about you. King in tailoring it was there the whole time, or who was there the whole time through we were solid with sticking to radio. As much as it was the only thing that you knew, but was there support, or was there something that always kept on motivating you, or something that you always did that linked you to like radio?
You know, I always watch podcasts when like radio presenters go there
Yeah.
and talk about like who they used to listen to. Greg Malok. I'm too young for those people.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
The only person from that generation, Yabo Greg, is like Bob Mabena. The only one I've
Yeah,
listened
rest
to.
in peace, rest in
Yeah,
peace. He's from my
R.I.P.
hood, by the way.
Yeah, well, you understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
Atteridgeville.
So that's Bob Mabena, ne?
Yeah.
So Bob Mabena is one of those people by Longore, like ke bona by Longore. When I was watching with Jim Ellie,
Yeah.
you could hear him say, "Well, okay, now catch me on Monday to what there, I'll go Jim Ellie."
Yeah.
And you think,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, now you can do these things." ne? And then Monday I take a coon, go to my room, practice being Bob Mabena there. So I'm just gonna say I was only there for myself because like from a young age I never told anyone that I wanted to be in the media space. Because we all know how it goes. Like,
Parents.
you can't decide or whether you're going to be a good kid because Kolomwa pass our fetch or by radio presenter.
So you grew up in like this kind of household.
Yeah, man, like, I don't think that like a black child like us who make it to places where we are didn't grow up in a strict family.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, you know, like black parents who are strict will make sure that like you become something in life.
Yeah.
Like a
So-
9 to 5 kind of person.
Yeah, a 9 to 5 kind of person or a hustling kind of person.
Yeah.
You know that like they expect you to be okay. You get it?
They want you
They're-
to be able to fend
For
for
yourself.
yourself without
Yeah.
having to rely on them every
Exactly.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
true.
why some people out there go out there, get their degrees, and say, "Oh, okay, lady, this is what you wanted
for
me to
you."
get. I'm going out there to try my luck, and like you said, if I fail, I will fall back on this degree."
Yeah.
But don't you think in some way it's like it's a waste of those years? Let's say I go to university, I do this medicine degree for like 7-8
8
years,
years.
and then I know that I'm passionate about media, radio,
Yeah,
entertainment.
that's what many
Yeah.
people are.
You know, it's like, what did I do for those years? For those 7 years, I could have become someone like Bonang Mateba,
Yeah.
like your boy Titulo, you know.
Yeah.
Different things.
You know, I'm gonna use this word with you guys: amalgamation,
Yo.
putting things together.
Okay.
Amalgamation.
Your parents forced you to study law or medicine.
Yeah.
You wanted to be in the entertainment industry. There is medicine within entertainment. You get it? This is why we have shows like Dr. Oz.
Yes.
Dr. Oz is a medical doctor,
Yeah.
but he also
Yeah.
wants to be famous.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get it?
Yeah, I got
So
you,
you
I got
put
you.
things
Yeah.
together. You merge your careers together.
Yeah.
So even
Yeah.
like with me, if ever I didn't risk it all and decide that like I'm not going to study law, if ever I didn't risk it all and decide or I'm not even going to like change my degree after even like doing this thing for 1 year. If ever I didn't decide to be brave enough to say I'm gonna do this thing because I like it, I would have been a lawyer, a person who graduated with a law degree or a medicine degree, but doing it on TV,
Yeah,
on
it's like,
radio,
you remember
being
those courtroom shows?
exactly, you get it.
Yeah.
Forcing
I think-
it.
man.
I'll be forcing people who are like, no, Bona, I am this person.
And I am
So
also-
I want to work on
That's
this
smart.
show by doing this thing and this thing and this thing. See, you end up even being a producer by doing
You
that.
see, we see such things. You know what you're talking about. It's very familiar to all of us. Like the courtroom shows, Dr. Phil, what. I feel Bakering, it's not talked about more. Like people don't talk about it.
But
more.
Dr.
Hey,
Phil is not a real doctor, by the way.
Oh yeah. I want
Yeah.
to talk about that one while people poop.
Pimple pop up.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
I know her.
Yeah,
Isn't she a lady?
Yeah, she's a lady.
Yes.
Yeah, we ready pimples and stuff.
Yeah,
Alright,
no, I
that's
sure.
like-
I think TLC something.
yeah, it's
like
another
that.
somewhere there.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, we're like, it's not talked about more. We're like, hey, you could also do law, whatever that your parents want, or whatever, and then still be, if you want to be a media personnel, can still
be a
use
media
your career in to venture. Yeah,
That's the
like,
problem, ne? We're still living in third world tendencies here in South Africa, we can't push careers like media practitioners here in South Africa.
Yeah.
Now everybody wants to be a nurse, a police officer,
No,
a
that's the
doctor,
thing.
a
That's
lawyer,
the thing.
a
That's the
stable salary where you can buy a BMW after 5 years of working.
Yeah.
That's what we want, and buy a house.
Yeah.
Then it's over.
And then it's over.
Yeah.
You are done. You were not, and then like what's
Maybe
life?
things
You
like
know?
that.
But like some of us, we grew up in a space where we saw people being motivated to do more,
Yeah.
and in turn, it motivated us.
Yeah.
You get it? Ne? We saw people like Dr. Musam Tumbi
Yeah.
while we were watching your TV. You get it? Like he's a doctor, but like he was like he is still a presenter.
Yeah, he is.
You know, when a job comes, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for
Gonna
it.
take it.
It's just that like right now he's like now a surgeon for real.
Yeah.
So
You gotta graduated again or something like that.
Yeah.
Now I feel like like you just like you were smart in picking what you want to be motivated in.
Yeah.
Give it a man, cause like. But like it's very rare to see, especially it's very rare I wanted to venture into radio because most of the people look at it's in high school or in varsity, some people doing it.
But like also, Baba Bena was not the inspiration because like I was trying to tell you that like they're old for me.
Yeah.
I had people like with DJ Sabi.
That's what I'm saying. Where like you chose the kind of, you didn't like I want motivate like regular people like Ronaldo, or what like
Okay.
They were
So,
unique, like radio presenting.
there are people that like normally just don't do radio presenting. One thing that like made me even like this, a person like DJ Sabi, the guy that does the breakfast show on Metro FM. He had like this program of like promoting radio when like even podcasts were starting to pop up back in like 2018. Yeah. Like podcasts were like doing the thing, and then he kept on doing a radio workshop kind of thing. I remember even trying to get him to come and do one here at the University of Limpopo. But like Omek G guys, like I used to listen to him at night on radio. I used to listen to Kutso Teledi while she was still on YFM. Yeah, she's still on radio. She's on Metro FM now. She used to do a show called Hot 99 R&B. Yeah, that's one of the shows that I liked on YFM. And then Sizwe Dromo and Siyabonga Mwekazi Season Scoop with the full clip. Yeah, those are the ones that actually motivated me to actually force to do a hip hop show everywhere I go on the radio, because like I also host a hip hop show. I'm a hip hop lover. Kili nigga.
Okay. So like.
That's our same pattern.
So Mana, I wanted to ask this question. We talked about these people being again, when we have these people who want to be in the media industry but are not in the media industry. Maybe a teacher wanted to be a radio presenter or something like that. But it comes to a point where do we stand as a media practitioner? Let me give you an example, right? You did media studies in school, right? You did media, you finished the degree and whatnot. Then
it's your profession.
It's your profession.
Yeah.
Then you want to pursue what? Radio presenting, something like that. Only to find out, or a person who did a doctorate or in law also wants to come into radio presenting as well.
For the space.
You're fighting for the same space. Now it becomes a hassle as a media practitioner. You who has a degree, maybe they consider the guy. Maybe he wants to host the show. The show is all about law and whatnot. Just because he came from a law factory or he did law school and has a doctorate, they take him over you who did the whole thing, but you don't know anything about law. So what's your take on this?
You know what, you want me to talk about with the influencers right now, because like that's what you're talking about, but like I don't like it, and I blame the government and I blame people in charge, because the people in charge should take care and like realize that like everything that we study for needs to be respected as a profession.
True.
You understand? You can't just hire somebody because he has a lot of followers. You get me? Because that's how they get hired, because they attract attention. You understand? You find that like right now I know about like vocalizing, projection, how to handle a mic. I know what a mixer is. I know everything. But because I am not really that famous, on TikTok or on like any other social media platforms. I'm going to be second fiddled to somebody who has 1 million followers, but they also still have to teach him how to pronounce words, how to handle a mic, how to work with a mixer. See, now that's wasting time and wasting money. And that's also how they actually rob people in the industry with their money and everything. See, now I know that like I am worth 50 million. Per month. I know that since I went to school for this, I know I can charge you 50 million per month.
By the way, Lynn, I think I'm worth 50 right now. Starting today, I think so.
So like somebody who is a social media influencer gets an opportunity to be on the platform. Remember, I want my starting rate, and that's just starting. It's 50. You understand? And then the social media person just wants the bag.
Obviously.
But when I'm there, what I'm paid to wait now. The following year, 20.
Because now it's
because like it's not even a tied down situation. It's a period thing. You're not really back Udira whatever she wants with the back. We'll move her to the next one because like, the next one is coming. I think you know how they make their money.
So like how do you expect to redeal on this thing? Because remember, just right now we're talking about as much as like when I lead the custody, so you could also do law and then take your law on TV or then be a radio presenter with your host show where you talk about law and then you replace someone who didn't even do law. How do you suppose to redeal on? Because you say you don't like it, but as much as we were just talking about it right now, you know, you could do law and then go to and work with that person who studied media studies.
Like I said, guys, the people in charge, they are the ones that like need to make things happen. We need to start with the policy from the government. You understand? The same way we have certificates for teachers. Teachers you can't get hired as a teacher if you don't have a safe certificate.
It's a professional
You can't be a
job.
security guard without a PSIR, a SIRA certificate. You can't be a police officer without a certain training.
Doctor.
You understand? So we need that kind of a policy that says that like, okay, sharp, we as performers have this body that protects us, that makes sure or like we do not get like molested by the industry because they will molest you. You understand? And the thing is also the problem is we need to like solve us as media practitioners. Because we should start or stop praising influencers who do what you guys doing and you are skilled for. You understand? I'm saying this because you will want to partner with any other influencer who is not talented. So instead of picking a talented person and working with them.
So what about one thing I've seen also
for likes?
You can.
I was still saying when you were talking about influencers, I've seen in this particular influencers comment section, someone wrote, "I would watch a certain series if you were in it." So it's kind of like taking away from, let's say, me, I'm a thespian and I want to be on that series. Now they would prefer that influencer over me because they're on your FYP. They're everywhere, they're on YouTube. So what about me who doesn't have 1 million followers, who doesn't have...
But you have the talent.
But I do have the talent and the actual passion.
You know what I feel like? Because like right now it's established or when they're already doing that. As much as like we can't like be discouraging people who still want to do it, and then we can't say, I don't know man, be hating on it. Like I feel like, as you're saying with the government and stuff, right now they should introduce new initiatives they are going to benefit the people who are doing media studies but want to or in competition with more like the agency,
like
or
I
something
said,
like that. Not like you guys, you are influencers, stop doing like it's my job, stop doing the
right now as a lecturer. A lecturer can go teach in high school.
Yes.
But you understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
But like they are both teachers. You understand? And you find that like a lecturer has more knowledge than a teacher
Yeah,
in high
yeah,
school.
yeah, yeah.
But without the safe certificate,
Yeah,
they
oh.
can't.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying about
Yeah.
like this thing, like
Yeah, I
bodies
see
and
where you're
policies.
going.
right?
Yes,
So now, if ever I'm a qualified actor, I have a certificate that says that like this body recognizes me
Yeah.
as a qualified
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
I go and audition. Remember, we also need talent.
Yeah.
You understand? I go and audition. I pass the audition. I get it.
Yeah.
And then an influencer comes, auditions, passes. also.
Yes.
I will still get preference
Yeah.
because a certain body is
Yes.
looking at how
Yes.
things
That's-
are being
Let it
done.
be like
Yeah.
You understand?
That would be
Those
fair.
that you understand, I guess. Because like right now, if ever you like, let's just say a school is letting an assistant EA, they let an EA teach, and then the department comes in, and then they're like, why is that EA leading that class? You understand? The school can be in trouble. Because this person doesn't have a safe certificate. You know, a safe certificate means that like this person can deal with a class, can control if it gets out of order, he knows what to do if a child gets hurt, and all those
All
things.
the fundamentals.
You understand? Hey, so those are the bodies that I'm talking about that we need in the industry.
I think we should start our own board.
Yeah.
I'll be your manager.
You are motivating me.
So- Since we've done that part now, you can see what a lot of people, like a lot of these celebrities, in terms of going back into radio, right? They are going into commercial radio.
Yeah.
If you can look at these commercial radios, it's always filled with celebrities because of their money and whatnot. And they might sometimes you might even find that a certain celebrity who doesn't even have a media certificate. He has their own who like is hosting a show, hosting his own show.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
now it takes to you, man, that where do you want to be? Where right now you're still under Radio TEF, it's a community radio station, you're volunteering. But when the opportunity arises, where do you want to fit in? Do you want to go into a public radio station, a commercial radio station, or still be under the community radio station? Which one will you be? Looking at how these things they treat people.
I just wish that like community radio had more money.
Yeah.
Because
And
I
why
would do
not?
community radio. I would do community radio for the rest of my life if ever it had more money. Yeah, because like community radio has the thing.
Empowerment,
It
information
powers
providing.
and it gets you in touch with like the community,
Yeah,
the
like,
actual
why not?
community. You understand? Right now, I can move like from like the station to the complex, without anybody noticing me. But once I mention who I am, somebody might like remember or they know such a name. You understand? I remember the other day I didn't want to tell somebody my real name, so I was like, my name is Zilla Africa, and then this other person turned and was like, oh, you work at Radio TEF.
Know your voice.
You understand?
They know
Even
your
if it's
voice.
not even the voice, the name. I mean,
name
you
is Zilla
repeat it
Africa.
every day.
Yeah.
You repeat it every day. Hi guys, my name is Zilla Africa. You know, you introduce yourself every day. So people know, remember you, the whole like, okay, we hear this name every day. And then you'll find somebody also coming to you and telling you, yo man, the other day you were talking about this and this and this. Hey, it really helped me out because I'm worried about this and this and this. And then you get to like understand, well, okay, now you're touching people on a like real life basis.
How does that?
But I want to work in a commercial radio station.
You want to work in a commercial radio station?
Yeah, and I heard you're taking me. I got to make a living. But like I heard you're taking me to a certain situation that like the SABC here in Limpopo dealt with it.
Sorry about
The noise.
But today we are recording outside, guys.
Ke thotse monate re fihlile le rona bona re but as I was saying, the SABC in Limpopo dealt with it because they don't hire you without like a media qualifications degree. A qualification. So they don't hire you without that. Like I think they fired a lot of people who did not qualify to work there back in the day. So you gotta have something to move forward with the SABC here. I don't know about like in Auckland Park because
There I think you just come. You do your thing.
Yeah, no, don't say it like that, man. Remember that, like, I mean, policies, when they find you, again, or if a policy comes in and it finds you whilst you were busy working, the policy must benefit you also, which means your company must take you to school.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe that's what they're doing. You understand, with whoever we don't know.
Yeah.
But again, so like so we just recently talked about or like someone hey, I know your name, what are you like how do they make you feel like on a personal level and on a professional level? Say maybe on a personal level you could say like do you feel like you are getting recognition and enough recognition, and then on a professional level do you feel like the people are hearing what you're saying and it does have an impact? Like how do you feel? Like do you sort of feel like when someone said yeah, given a comment, yeah, it helped me a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that more. I'm a very fun person, yeah? And sometimes my fun is too much, so I don't like the fame. You get me? I don't like the fame, G. Like
It's a trend.
not necessarily that I'm afraid to trend. No. See, I'm a
Free talk.
no.
It's a safe space. Safe space.
I'm fun. I said it, guys. I'm very fun. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So I have the bestest of fun each and every opportunity I get. You understand? I live each day like this.
Like
Anyway,
this goes
exactly.
So
So
feel sharp,
I don't
feel
like
it.
the fame because I want to be wherever I want to be,
Whenever
whenever
you're free,
I
without
feel like
feeling
being.
Yeah.
You understand? Right now, there's a place called Mdali there. During the day, I can go there and hang out with the timers there. You know, engage, find
Yeah.
out what's bothering the old man. You know, find out how to deal with this
Like
beautiful
some other
women.
friends.
But like they also have good advice.
Yeah.
They also have good advice, man. So I want to be wherever I want to be, whenever I want to be. So that's why I don't like the fame part. But when it comes to like the message getting across, yo man, that makes me so much proud because
Yeah.
like, you know, we worry. You know, I worry or like the moment I start speaking, you know, do you know or like there might be somebody out there, the moment you start speaking out, exactly. So I worry about that. So whenever I get there, man, I was listening to your show. Hey, it's like,
do listen.
yeah, man, that's
That's nice.
Imagine, sorry, Zilla Africa, I'm like, turn it off.
Hey,
Just
but
just six.
People are so well like I'm studio more like like actually like through the like Olana de Luchila does it take time Olana the mixers because they're complicated channel 1 channel 2 card
bro, like
cartridge,
one thing I can tell you now, it's just like learning a phone. You want to learn your phone, agree? You want to understand how your phone works. You will make sure you get to know it. So as much as like everything else is like maybe it might be new to you when you get in, but like the moment they teach you, this is how you switch on a mic, this is how you turn it, you turn the fader up, this is how you put the mic between you, like this is the space that's needed between your face and the mic. You understand? So the moment you get taught all of that, as a person who wants to work, you grasp. You understand? Yo, man, like you know what? I remember the day I wanted to like start working there. Oh, the day I submitted my CV, they were like, "Yo, man, we are going through a phase where people are leaving. How soon can you like go on air? Cara, like, how soon do you want me?" I submitted. They called me the next day. I went home. I thought they were like, you know, it's gonna take time. They called me the next day. I had network problems at home, couldn't find them, and then they were like, "Yo, Mfetu, you said you can come. I agree whenever. So please just come." I came on a Thursday. Saturday I was hosting my own, like Saturday morning.
It's
Yeah,
first ever
graveyard. Yes, I did my graveyard show.
Ah,
I learned from like Thursday, Friday.
No snitty
and then-
movie issue, anything.
I mean,
Everything
they'll
went
be
well.
there. I mean, the momishes will be like, you know how like you must use a mouse and everything. And you're still
Yeah.
shaking.
It's all very
You are loaded
software
there
and
and everything.
everything.
Yeah. So I'm like, one show only. Yeah, it just took me one show to like get comfortable with the system, and then the rest was just
I'm sure now
pronunciation.
you can even do it in your sleep.
cartridge.
So I'm do my 1 2 3 1 2 3. Ah, what's where?
Hey.
I'm sure you can be the producer.
Now I can do it. Like I can rock Nasham. Like right now I think also see like this is why I'm like I want to be everywhere in the media space because
Yeah.
like right now I feel like I've reached my pinnacle.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I wanted to is just get a voice and be heard. That's all I wanted.
So like you talked about, people should consider like such things like maybe if you are into law and whatnot. I wanted to know like if right now someone is listening here and like maybe wow admire and stuff like like maybe
Advice.
advice.
Oh man.
You know that or really like sort of like maybe a stable path. Encouragement.
You know, discipline, man. I might have not been good at soccer, but like it taught me a whole lot of discipline.
Yeah, it does that.
Yeah, it taught me a whole lot of discipline. So all you gotta have is just discipline and patience, especially if ever you want to be in our industry. You understand? But I know everything else needs patience, but with ours, it's much worse because we have gatekeepers, we have influencers. So you gotta get your qualifications, and if ever possible, get it until your PhD. You understand? You can be a doctor of like radio, you can be a doctor of television production, you can be also like Kwatile, like right now, as a podcast be bash. But anyways, shout out to her. What bottom man?
Let's move.
Hey, so you must be disciplined and you must not hate on other kids. Yeah. Support and like also like listen to your parents, man. Like they might not understand you, but like they understand life. You understand?
Yeah.
So go with the flow, and sometimes I know the flow might be dangerous at points. So like sometimes push. And
just
try,
push.
just try to like be consistent. Also, that's the other thing I can try to tell
And
you.
I feel like Renat like if you feel like you had made it or said like only like the certain recognition and then like you're working on a professional level as a media practitioner, they should start respecting us because we are fighting for this space, you know.
And also,
They are
wait.
influencers, they are what, but you still made it. You still
Can I
got
tell you
motivation.
something?
Yeah.
As an artist or a performer or anybody in the media space, the moment you feel like you've made it, you've just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, wise words.
You get me? Because you fall off.
Yeah, you can fall off. You can fall off.
You get me? Then the moment you feel like you've made it, just know that you've just started because like, they put you there. Your fans, the production, the SABC, and Netflix, they put you there. But the moment you get there, remember it's only just begun. Because they can take you down whenever they want to.
You will just give someone advice or once you make it level because you might fall off any time.
Exactly.
Close it off for us.
Yes, sir.
Because we'll never end again. Honestly, I have even a couple of questions I want to ask.
let's
It
never end.
It will never end.
I think we'll need a part 1, part 2, part 3.
Exactly, because there's a lot. There's a lot.
You can bring me
This is
here
how you
every
could
time.
motivate people instead of no
I told you, people like I motivate people by telling them the truth.
Yeah.
I speak the truth. That's the only motivation I will do. And my truth, the one that I know.
Speak the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you so much, Zilla, for gracing us. I'm sure as media practitioners, and communication practitioners, we have some insight and we have learned, and I'm sure our viewers at home are also learning one, two. Mara. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And good news, how we just launched the 10th edition.
Really?
9th edition.
The 9th edition?
Yes. Now still at the morale.
That's the 8th.
Oh, yeah, that one was sports.
Yeah, but 10 is one.
Oh, yeah. Honestly. Yeah, the 10th edition. It's gotta be Zilla.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Jay-Z number 10.
Just number 10. It's gotta be Zilla.
Jomo.
Cosmos.
Cosmo. Yeah.
Jomo Son.
Yes, please.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been awesome hanging out with you guys. It's Witumelo Refumo and Melo, ladies and gentlemen. We're hanging out with you guys here at Aesthetic View Magazine podcast. I mean, I might take their jobs. Like the thing is, like, I don't want to, but like, Bona, peace out. It's been awesome hanging out. Shout out to the crew. Malepe, Ngoweni, Deborah, Mutomi, and Berries. Shout out to all of you guys, man. It's been awesome hanging out with you.
Imokai, talent Imokai.